Hey guys, this is ComicDrake, and a huge, super special shout out to Rob. Thank you very much for letting me have this video on your channel. Hope you guys like it. I think it's pretty awesome. Booster Gold.
Thank you, Green Lantern.
I'm not Green Lantern. I'm Booster Gold.
This man is my favorite superhero of all time and the greatest hero you've never heard of. Seriously, that's actually the official tagline for his comic. It's kind of wonderful. Coming from a poor home in the 25th century thanks to his gambling father, Michael John Carter cheated away a full football scholarship in order to help earn money for his sickly mother's medical treatment. After he was exposed, expelled from college, arrested, and finally out of jail, the only job that Michael could land was as a security guard for the Metropolis Space Museum. At this illustrious Hall of Heroes, Michael steals a wealth of gadgets on display from the Legion of Superheroes, such as a Legion flight ring, Brainiac 5's force field belt, and a time machine. What's really odd about this is that the Legion of Superheroes was formed in the 30th century, but Michael stole their equipment from the museum in the 25th century, which must have gotten there from the Legion's 20th century exploit to Superman, but that's another video for another day. With his stolen Legion gear and a museum security robot named Skeets, Michael went back in time to the 20th century where he tried to capitalize on his knowledge of the past as the hero Gold Star. Well, that is until he flubbed during his first interview and accidentally said that his name was Booster Gold, and the name stuck. Booster Gold quickly became known as a shameless self-promoter who was obsessed with fortune and glory. Kinda sounds like me. This got a little out of hand and irritated plenty of its fellow superheroes. I mean, heck, later on when he apparently dies, his casket was covered with corporate sponsor logos. Self-promotion or not, Booster Gold was a successful hero and was even a founding member of the Justice League International, most of which eventually moved on to form the Super Buddies, which Booster Gold was also a part of. It was in the JLI that Booster Gold met his best friend, Ted Kord, the second Blue Beetle. Booster and Beetle are famous for their hijinks and bromance to the point where characters in the DC universe speculate that they might be gay. Then Ted kind of dies. Aww. This sends Booster Gold into a downward spiral of depression that it took a long time for him to get out of. Now, believe it or not, Booster Gold has taken part in plenty of big events in the DC universe. For example, did you know that when Doomsday first came to Earth during the Death of Superman story, it was Booster Gold who first ran into him and even coined the name Doomsday?
Superman, who just happened to be flying by, catches him and says, "Hey bro, you look fucked," and Booster Gold's like, "Doomsday."
Plus, during the 52 event, Booster Gold gets wrapped up in an insane time loop story involving himself, Time Master Rip Hunter, and Supernova, who is an alternate version of Booster Gold from the not-too-distant future. Look, we do not have time to get into this right now. So after all of that, Booster Gold gets hired by Rip Hunter as a Time Master, and basically his job is to fix all the holes in the DC Universe time stream. What's really awesome about this is that Booster Gold ended up becoming a really nice guy, but he has to use his former identity as a scumbag as a cover-up for all these big time-traveling adventures. Booster Gold saves the entire multiverse time and time again, but never gets credit for it. That's okay though, because during all of this, we get treated to Booster Gold accidentally inspiring Sinestro to form the Sinestro Corps and having a bunch of drinks with Jonah Hex. So Booster Gold did some more stuff, but then Flashpoint happened and created the New 52, but this somehow is where things get even more confusing. The new Booster Gold was short-lived in the lackluster reboot of the Justice League International book. Booster leads a failed version of the JLI, but at the end of the book, an older Booster Gold comes back in time and warns himself that he needs to prevent Wonder Woman and Superman from getting together, or else he would never be born for some reason. So the young Booster Gold then just looks at a nearby monitor, sees Superman and Wonder Woman just kissing each other, and then bam, Booster's gone. That's the last we've seen of him, save for a couple of appearances every here and there, so I guess we'll need to wait and see what happens with the upcoming Convergence event. Outside of the comics, Booster has appeared in Justice League Unlimited, an amazing portrayal in Smallville, Batman the Brave and the Bold, a cameo in the Legion of Superheroes cartoon, DC Universe Online, Lego Batman 3, and Sci-Fi is actually trying to produce a Booster Gold TV show, but who knows if it'll actually ever happen. Now, if you're looking to get into Booster Gold as a character, it's a little hard to do without knowing at least a little bit of the DC Universe since he's always traveling through time, but if you're willing to risk it, I'd recommend Booster Gold 52 Pickup, 52, and Justice League International. The original one, not the New 52 crap. So this has been an older video that I had over on my channel, but if you liked it, then please head on over and check out my awesome video on Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., or stay right here on Comics Explained and check out Rob's amazing video on the origins of Gorilla Grodd.